Jenny, welcome to the Exclusive Mindset Podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Because I wanted to bring something up that I actually just remembered. You were on Fox News.
And today, singer Jenny Tolman.
And you had written a song for, I believe, a fallen Marine. Mm-hmm. And while you have your guitar, I just wanted to ask you, number one, will you sing it? And number two, can you tell us what the song was about? How did you come up with it? It was such an amazing experience. I think anyone I know watching actually ended up crying by the end of the show. So tell us about that.
So the song is called Lonely in the Lonestar, and it was written before the Kabul bombing happened. I wrote it with my husband, Dave Brainerd, and our good friend, Bill White. And Bill actually brought in the hook. And, Bill and I were like, oh, okay, it's like a cowboy song, Lonely in the Lonestar. But Dave, he comes from a military family. He was in the Air Force himself. And so he brings a very unique perspective to the writer's room. And so we ended up writing this song about losing your love in Afghanistan. And truly, there was no talk about the withdrawal yet. So this was back a few years ago. And we wrote it and, didn't think anything of it. You write tons of songs all the time. And probably about a month or so later, the talks of withdrawal started happening. And something inside of me was just like, I need to post this song. And so I posted it again. Didn't think anything of it. I just felt the urge to do it, so I did it. Well, fast forward another month or so, the Kabul bombing happened, and we lost 13 of our service members. And long story short, it's a total God thing because one of the Marines who was killed was from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And my husband and I got married there. I do the festival there. We've got all of this stuff happening in Jackson. And so the song reaches the widow of Riley McCollum, one of the Marines killed. And she was 2 weeks away from giving birth when he was killed with their first child. And, she heard it and she said, the song describes exactly how I feel. Will you come sing it at his memorial service? His family invited us out to sing. And so, of course you're going to do that. As a songwriter, you can't ask for anything more than to connect with someone on that deep of a level. You get into this as a songwriter, you get into this to heal something in you, and then you start extending that towards other people with your writing. And so to be able to, make her feel understood and not alone with a song that we wrote is like the biggest blessing that you can ask for. So we went out and we sang it at his memorial service, and I sang it on Fox and Friends, like you said. And the song went number one instantly as soon as I got off of Fox and Friends on Apple Music. Never had anything like that before. And we donated all of the proceeds to the 13 families who lost their loved ones. And it just showed me, it was like, it showed me how much people love their country and will be there to support these families no matter what, because that song had nothing to do with me. I was the vessel and I was the deliverer of it, but it had nothing to do with me. It's all about those families and those service members and showing such a beautiful side of human nature and the giving of the rest of the country when tragedy strikes like that, and showing that we're really not that different. We all do really care about each other. So it was definitely the most meaningful song I've ever been a part of.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Let's do it.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. There's no shooting stars over San Antone, at least none that are worth wishing on. Just a stack of letters in the full moon as a reading light. Sure is lonely in the Lonestar tonight. There's a picture on our wall they took of you at Lackland, and my old phone number he wrote on a Rosario's napkin. This old quarter carat is still shining bright. Sure is lonely in the Lone Star tonight. This heavy heart, I'm on my knees with it. There's no prayer I know to make peace with it. All the some days, the dreams, yeah, the life we planned wasn't meant to include Afghanistan. Now that yellow ribbon's nearly faded white. Sure is lonely in the Lone Star tonight. What I swore that day was you knocking at the door was just 3 men in uniform saying something about honor and sacrifice. Sure is lonely in the Lone Star tonight. This heavy heart, I'm on my knees with it. There's no prayer I know to make peace with it. There's no shooting stars over San Antone, at least none that are worth wishing on. Just a folded up flag in the full moonlight. Sure is lonely in the Lone Star tonight.
Whew.
Sorry,
Holy
I hit this.
shit.
I hit this every time I turn. So.
God. Whew. All right, well, that's made me cry. Michelle can't even look. Michelle's just...
I'll do a fun
Michelle
one now.
doesn't even want to eye contact.
I'll do a fun one now, okay?
All right, Jenny, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you so
you.
much. Where can they find you? Instagram. What are we talking about? Let's go.
Yes, at Jenny Tolman on everything. And then The Road is premiering on CBS on October 19th and streaming on Paramount Plus.
October 19th.
Yes.
CBS.
Yes.
Let's
coming
go.
Up. Let's go.
Thank you for following this podcast. For more amazing videos, follow up here. Let's get it done.